Hi there, my name is Lo. Welcome to my channel where I discuss everything between Hermes and grocery bags. Today I'm gonna do a short what's new to my wardrobe video, which will mostly consist of shoes. I have a couple of SLGs and then also one new handbag I want to show you. I actually got two new bags, but the second one I will save for next week's video. As I already said, I'm gonna keep it short. It is pretty warm today. One of my cats decided to take a nap on the place where I usually film my videos. So I will just leave her here for now. Let's see if she wants to keep sticking around. She's pretty tuckered out from the warm weather. I'm gonna start off with the shoes that I recently got. I was really looking to get a pair of white sneakers, even though I do have some white sneakers. They're more of like off-white, so I really wanted to go white, so the first pair that I got are these Nike Air Force. I think these are the very typical sneaker, I think the white sneaker that a lot of people wear. I'm also realizing now that I'm saying Nike, but that will probably sound strange to you, but in the Netherlands we say Nike and not Nike. In any case, Nike has been kind of off and on with me, so I'm more of an Adidas girl or Reeboks. Those sneakers will generally fit me fairly well, although with the Adidas sneakers sometimes I have to size up for some models, but these have been really comfortable. They are a bit higher but not super high, and indeed just a very easy to combine white sneaker. So I took a little bit of a leap of faith with these because they did go on sale, but they are still then not super cheap because they never go on sale a lot, not the classic white variants. But these have been very comfortable and I've really been enjoying them. So even though I knew those white sneakers were coming, I also decided to get this pair of Reeboks. These are the Club C85. They're not completely white, they have a little bit of green on here and over here. As I already said, Adidas and Reeboks, they tend to fit very well on me. I think in terms of design, Adidas is usually my favorite brand, but in terms of fits, it's probably Reebok. So when I knew that the Air Force sneakers were coming, these were also still on the way and I wasn't really sure whether I should keep them or not, because I don't really need two pairs, but they were just so comfortable and I think they were a little over 30 euros. So definitely not expensive for a pair of Club C's. Then I also got another pair of shoes that the whole world seems to be talking about. This is a pair of Blundstone boots. I have a couple of Timberland Chelsea boots in black that I absolutely wear to death. I've been hearing some great things about these Blundstone boots. They come in different variants. These are the Blundstone elastic-sided boot dress, or dress boots, I guess. They're in a dark brown with the elastic in a bit more of a chocolate brown. Very pretty color. People are very enthusiastic about these boots because they're very comfortable. You don't have to break them in. That is something I can also vouch for. I've worn these a couple of times already, took a walk on them. Nothing massive, I suppose, but still comfortable, didn't give me any blisters or anything. So I really like them. Unlike the sneakers I've just shown you, these actually are not true to size, at least not for me. I had to go a size down, which I guess in US sizes might be half a size down, but I went from a size 39 EU, which is my regular size, to a 38, and still these are pretty big. I might have been able to go down another size, but I figured I want to wear these in the winter as well with thick socks. I could also just put another insole in there to make them a bit more tight. In any case, these definitely run big, but they are very comfortable. They are also kind of chunky, I do have to admit, so even though they're called dress boots, I don't think this is the type of boot that really makes your outfit more elegant. I would go for something else, something more sleek. So they're fun, they're casual, but they're definitely not dressy if you ask me. And then the final pair of shoes I want to show you is the Edelman Loraine loafers. I've been hearing so much about this brand for such a long time. I think these particular loafers, you can pretty much find them on any list of sort of must-have loafers, comfortable loafers. They are very classic with the horse bit. I've heard some good things about the brand itself. It's also something that, for example, Endia from Bags and Lifestyle has touched upon, as well as Deandra from Didi Bookie. I think they don't have this particular type of shoes, but I was still really looking for a pair of loafers that is comfortable, because I often find with loafers that especially the back is very stiff and they end up giving blisters on my feet. So I do totally understand why this is such a popular pair of shoes. They are indeed just very soft. Also, the back over here is really soft. I've gotten these true to size. I do have to say these are probably the most comfortable on narrow feet. I do notice that when I put them on that my feet are actually a little bit too wide, but they're perfectly fine for me to wear just to work, have them on the whole day, have like a 15 or 20 minute walk in them. I think if I would have to walk for hours and hours, this would not be my preferred pair of shoes, but I don't think I would be wearing loafers in that case. In any case, I've never found a pair of loafers that makes me want to walk in them all day long. But these are definitely worthwhile, especially if your feet are more on the narrow side. Very soft, very classic, goes with everything. I would definitely recommend them. Just perhaps reconsider or try them out first if you have wider feet. Then we're gonna move on to SLGs. The first thing I got, which was just something I didn't really need, but it was on sale, and I am a sucker for pouches, and I really like this color. This is a pouch from Reigns. I'm not really sure how widely available this brand is, but I think you can certainly get it, at least in Europe. The thing about Reigns is that they use this material, which is very waterproof. As you might be able to tell, the zipper here is also covered in that material, so this would be a very good pouch to keep moisture out. This is the cosmetic bag W3 in the color Storm. So even though it's a cosmetics bag, I don't use it as a cosmetics bag. I use it as a bag for little bits and bobs for when I go to work. So I have like a pouch in here with some headphones, a little cord that I can attach my phone to if I don't have any pockets. Like there's a pen in here and some paper. I even have the mouse of my laptop, which I pretty much never use. But in any case, just a convenient pouch to keep some stuff in, because it doesn't really have a wipeable interior that's just made of some sort of nylon. I personally probably wouldn't use this as a cosmetics pouch, because I would prefer for the interior to be wipeable in that case. But still, it's a nice pouch, nice zipper pull, decent zipper and everything. Really like the color. The only thing I do have to notice is that it already came with a crease on the bottom here, because it had been squished like flat in storage. So I guess that's sort of bound to happen with this material, but because I'm just using it as a pouch to store some items in, for me that was quite fine. Another SLG that I got is this card case from Tory Burch. This is actually my first Tory Burch item, even though I quite like what they make. So yeah, the soft Fleming card case. I got this because I was looking for a card case with fewer slots. This is one with 3 slots, center compartment that you can also use for storing cards. I also got this on sale on Zalando. I've really been liking this. Like the leather on this is so extremely soft that I've been really tempted to also get a soft Fleming bag. It is very flexible. It's easy to pull your cards in and out, even though they go in like lengthwise, if that makes sense, which generally just makes it harder to get your cards out. So I would definitely recommend. I've been using this now a couple of weeks, but it's been holding up well so far. I do have to say I generally don't toss it just into my bag. It is again in another pouch in a little side compartment, so it doesn't really have to suffer a lot when I'm carrying it around. It is quite delicate in terms of leather, so I will give it that as a downside. But fortunately, it was not that expensive. We'll see how it wears over time. And then last up for today, I'm going to show you the bag. This is one of the most recent bags that I've got, except of course also for my Fendi Peekaboo, which I unboxed for my 1K subscribers and my birthday a couple of weeks ago. So that's technically also new to my collection, but I just wanted to show you today what you haven't seen before. So this is the Yuzefi Wonton bag. I bought a couple of bags from Yuzefi earlier this year. Those are very structured. This bag is really a combination of having sort of a structured base, but then a very flexible, malleable, twisted top handle. Honestly, I'm not really sure how they did this. It's quite impressive in terms of construction in that sense. I've been looking at this bag for a little while already, and at some point it went on sale. I really like the design of this. The handle, it kind of reminds me of the Bottega Jody, the mini Jody, yet it also has more of the structured base, which I found really interesting. I wasn't quite sure if the white color was going to work for me, because white bags don't work for me all that well. Perhaps it's the off-white instead of like the bright white that works well, but I've already reached for this bag a couple of times. I think I bought it with like 70 or 80% discount, so it wasn't very expensive, which also makes it more relaxing for me to use, because if it gets damaged or dirty, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I've mostly been using this as a top handle, but it does actually come with a crossbody strap. I haven't tried this out, to be honest, so it is fairly long. Let me just measure that. Yeah, it's 115 centimeters excluding the hardware, which is like 45¼ inches. So this should be a good crossbody length for most people, I suppose. You can attach the crossbody strap to the D-rings here on the side. I think I will do a review on my Yuzefi bags at a later point in time, just to give a bit more of my thoughts about this brand. But this has been a fun and cute bag, at least for summer, and I've been liking this more than I thought I would. As I already said, there is one other bag, but that is a designer bag, and also one that I did not tell you guys was on my radar, so I want to keep it as a little surprise. Stay tuned for that video. It will most likely be up next week, and then you can see what surprise designer bag I got, which will hopefully be the last one for a little while as well, as I try to make my way back to Ban Island. So I'm gonna leave it at that today. Let me know down below in the comments, do you have any of the items that I also recently purchased? Do you love them or not? Is there anything that I got you would also be interested in getting? If you have any questions about these items, of course, also feel free to drop them down below and I will try my best to answer them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one, and remember, for now, there's a styling, a situation, and a taste for everything, so don't judge, wear whatever the bag you like. Until next time, and as we would say in Dutch, doei!